Let's go to Shane in Dayton, Ohio. Shane, what's going on?
Not much. How are you guys?
We're doing great. Thanks for calling. What's up? How can we help?
So, just a little backstory. My parents are divorced. They have been for a while. My mom was in a relationship for a long time, off and on, with a married man.
Uh-oh.
And obviously, everything I was taught and raised up with, it's immoral, and I don't support it.
Okay.
Again, this guy has been in and out of my life for a while now. I see him every once in a while. Again, I don't like being around that situation. So my question is how can I talk to my mom about this and let her know my feelings on it? Because I feel like every time I do, she always gets defensive or, has every reason as to why she should stay with him, this and that.
How old are you, man?
I am 23.
23. You still live at home?
No, sir. I live with my wife.
Okay. So you don't have a lot to say in this conversation, but
right.
I do respect your desire to have to be heard, right? So what I would do is Anthony would go out to dinner, I'd go out to breakfast, right? And I would go sit down and say, "Hey, Mom, I want you to know that I don't like that you're in a relationship with a married guy. You raised me differently than that. You gave me a set of values that I've instilled in my soul, and this looks like you're not living your own values. I love you. You're my mom, and you're a grown woman. You can do what you want to. And you have to be prepared for the and then." She may say, "Bye then," right? And you've got to decide for yourself how important this conversation is, what you're going to get out of it, what you're hoping to accomplish with this conversation. And if you're going into it just so you can make sure I was right, I told her man, that's a dangerous way to enter a conversation because you've got to deal with the back end and the fallout. If you think she can hear you, if you think she respects your opinion and you have the ability to go in and have a respectful conversation to your mother, then, man, I think that's a great conversation. I would have that conversation with my parents, but I would do it very humbly and knowing my place. What do you think, Anthony?
Right. I'm like 50-50, and I'll be honest. I think 50% of me agrees with you. Like, yeah, I would want to tell my mom, like, "Hey, Mom, this is not cool. You're hurting someone else's family. You don't know what's going on the other side, and you're a part of that." And I would definitely be scared and nervous. And then a part of me is like, I'm married. I have my own family. I need to worry about my family and not create any more drama that can come into my family. So a part of me is like, should I just mind my own business? And and here's why I lean on that side. If my mom was to bring him over my house, then that gives me permission to now speak into it. If I was to go over to the house with my wife, with my kids, and he's over there, then that gives me permission. I'm not even saying something to my mom. I'm talking to the married man. But it's like you're the expert in this space.
Well, I don't think there's an expertise as much as this is just what I would do in my house. Shane, Are you worried about him coming over to your house, being around your kids, being around your young family? What's the impetus for this conversation?
It's more of just I want my mother to be happy.
Is this conversation going to help her be happy?
I was about to say, because it sounds like your mama's happy.
Yeah.
So, and she's happy in the wrong way.
Right. Like I said, they've been on and off for, 6 years now. And
let me ask you this question.
He doesn't. Yeah.
Let me ask you: Is he married, as in living with his wife, or is he married and separated? Not that either word is better.
I was gonna say, yeah.
No, they are married and still living with each other.
Yeah.
So maybe,
and she knows about it.
Yeah, Shane, maybe try it this way. Maybe take your mom out and say, "It's been 6 years since the divorce. It's been 6 years you've been off and on with this married guy. I just noticed you're not happy, and I love you. You raised me with a different set of values than this. It looks like you're hurting. It looks like you're struggling. It looks like there's some guy in your life that's taking advantage of you, and I love you as your son. And now that I'm getting older, I just love you as as my mom, as a friend, and like, what's going on in your heart? Tell me how I can help. Maybe lean in towards it that way. I do think the boundaries conversation is something that's going to come up sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Right? Your wife, you and your wife have kids, and you decide, I don't want this guy around here. I think Anthony's right. I think the harder, more direct, more integrous conversation is with him.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's a hard conversation, of course, and especially if he's 55-year-old man, he's not going to want to listen to a 22-year-old kid running his mouth at him. And again, it's about respect and dignity, but at the same time saying, these are my boundaries. This is where I'm drawing the line in my house for my family, and I don't want you around. And letting your mom know you're going to have that conversation. But that's down the road. I think right now you sound like you don't like what your mom's doing, but you're worried about the state of your mom's heart.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a direct, but it's a different conversation there. And Anthony, so part of me gets your, like, I don't want to create any more drama in my family. I got my own I'm working through.
Heck yeah.
The other side of it is, it sounds like mom brought drama to the family.
She did.
Right?
She did. And she's creating drama in the other family. Sooner or later, it's going to come out.
Oh, it is out. The other woman knows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the other woman knows about his mama?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
See, that just couldn't be my mama, man, because I don't know if I can go at my mom in a very humble way. My mom will be upset with me because she will hear the tone, the passion, the fire in my soul. You know, there's two problems that I see here. One, you're creating drama in another family, and two, you're settling for less than who you are.
Right.
You deserve a husband. You deserve a man that focuses on you. You don't want a man that focuses on you and another woman. So why put another woman through that crap? And so, you know, that's why you're the expert in this space, because I would probably respond totally wrong. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with our listeners, because my mama will probably smack me. My mama will probably tell me to leave. I'm gonna keep it 100 because there's no way in the world I would tell my mom I love you, but I've lost so much respect for you. The fact that you would bring this kind of drama and unnecessary drama into our family and into another home, when you raised me so much better than that. So I don't think it's a professional approach, Anthony. I think for me it's if my mom is hurting for 6 years, still struggling, wants connection so badly that she's willing to But you know what?
violate boundaries. I want to sit down and say, hey, something's wrong in your heart, man.
Exactly.
Are you okay?
She's looking for an external fix to fix something internal.
That's right.
And so it's like she's looking for
But that's a relationship and connection. We're all looking for that, right?
Absolutely. But it's like, no, fix the internal first, because internally she should know that she was fearfully and wonderfully made. She should know that, hey, I deserve this, and I'm settling for that.
Right.
And that is crap.
Yeah.
You know, I can't cuss on this show, 'cause Dave will come back and say you can no longer be on this show. But that's a bunch of BS, you know. And I just think that setting aside my emotions, brother, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your wife. I'm praying for the other family. And I just believe that God can shift some things. And so that's the best advice that I can give at this present time, because I probably just made half of America upset right now with me.
No, I think that here's the bigger lesson for me is we all have to have hard conversations with people that we love.
Yeah.
And the best we can approach that conversation with, you're fighting a war that I have no idea about, versus I'm coming at you with my virtue. I'm coming at you to beat you up with my right and wrong answers, instead of sitting down and saying, are you okay? And I think we can solve a lot of problems in this country if I sit down and say, brother, sister, how can I help?
Yeah.
Not, you screwed up, you're wrong. Yeah. Right?
It's good.
It's way to, let's just love each other, man. This is The Ramsey Show.